Harry Potter, stories, movies, so much with evil, dealing with the evil eye, with greed, with bigotry. Michael.
Yes, Rabbi.
Did you read those books?
I have read those books.
What do you have in your hand? What is this?
Oh, I got this from the Kabbalah Center.
Kabbalah Center?
The Kabbalah Center. You know, they talk about, they sell these things, it wards off against the evil eye.
Yeah? How much you pay for that?
$25.
Oh, do you mind if I take it off?
Okay, Rabbi.
You feel better?
I do feel better.
Guess what? That's the Torah portion is all about.
Okay.
It's about an evil eye.
Superstition and things like that.
Two guys, Bilam and Balak. Bilam in particular was hired to do what?
Balam was hired to curse the Israelites. Balak was very jealous of what the Israelites had. He saw that they were conquering many, many lands, and they seemed to do this without any kind of military power. And so he realized that Moses and the Israelites must have had something, and he did not have it. And he became very envious and very jealous. So he hired Bilam to come, because Bilam was known to be a very, very great, powerful, magical sorcerer. And he hires Bilam to come and curse the Israelites.
Yes, and the key is the evil eye. Bilam has such an eye that he was able, with his eyes and his mouth, to create destruction and curses. And the Torah go in details how he tried in so many different locations to make it happen. But the rabbis go at length to tell us in the Talmud that this Torah portion of Balak, it was part of the Shema, meaning it was a discussion to have it as part of the daily prayer. But it was voted down.
Why was it voted down?
The rabbi said it will take too long. The service will be too long. So
Okay.
they took it off. But the whole concept of having this Torah portion as part of the daily prayer is a reason for that. It's because there is something there with the evil eye that created destruction. And the rabbis go further to say in the Mishnah that there are two types of people. There are students of Abraham and there are students of Bilam. Student of Abraham, there are people who have a good eye, looking at others with happiness, happy for success of other people, humble spirit. Student of Bilam, people who always unhappy what they have, full of jealousy, wish all the time to have something that belongs to someone else, and focus on the embitteredness, wanted all their lives to have something that someone else had. So they are never happy with what they have, and they're always embittered and feel, how come that person have it and not me?
So that's why the rabbis felt that it was so important, that this lesson was very important, that they wanted to include it in the daily prayer service.
Sure, but it's not only the daily service, it's the concept that we should take deep to our heart, the concept of evil eye, the whole idea of looking for something that someone else had and said, I wish to have it. Do you know that the Sephardic Jews, they have in the Zechirot, in remembrance, at the end of each morning service, Zachor, remember what happened with Balak and Bilam. We, Ashkenazic Jewry, at the very beginning, when we walk in the synagogue, we said, how goodly are you tent of Jacob, you dwelling places of Israel. Guess who is the composer of that part? It's Bilam, the most evil man. But he said an important sentence. He said, how goodly are you, tent of Jacob, you dwelling places of Israel.
So Bilam said these beautiful words. Did he mean them in his heart? Was it something that he actually meant?
Absolutely not. It's a very good question. Do you ever heard people saying, oh, look at Jews, they control Hollywood. Jews control banks. Jews control the country. Jews control everything. And then when you penalize them and you said, are you meant to be anti-Jewish? He or she will say, no, I'm not anti-Jews. All my friends are Jews. I just meant to say that the Jews control everything, but it's a reality. It's not something that I have against them, while this person deep in his or her heart hates Jews with passion, curse them like Bilam. But they never admit it, they never say it in that way. They just say that this is what it is. So in a sense, Bilam did the same thing. Bilam said, how goodly are you, tent of Jacob, you dwelling places of Israel. And for sure he meant to curse them. He wasn't in love with the Jews. He traveled 400 kilometers to curse them, to create harm to them. Yet his expression, since it was a true expression, we incorporate not only in the Torah, but even in the very beginning of our daily prayer.
Rabbi, I read in your book Torahtalk that Ruth is actually one of the descendants of Balak.
Yes, she was one of the Balak descendants, and the rabbis explained and said, look, Balak brought 42 offerings using different altars and create all these ritual with sacrifices. So in a way the Almighty granted him with a reward for a great-granddaughter of Ruth and later great-grandson of David. But you can read more about it in the Torahtalk.
So the best defense that we have against the evil eye is to cultivate the opposite qualities in our own hearts. If we see somebody who is successful and happy, we need to be genuinely happy for them, both with our lips and in our hearts.